Coming up on this episode of Luke and Pete Talking Shit.
My granddad, like he's got his favourites and he's chosen, and everybody else got like a little bit of money, but two of them got a bulk chunk of it. Now things were said at the time before any money was distributed out that we'll all, no matter what happens, we'll all give it out evenly. We all give out. But when the money hits the account,
you're like, you don't want to part ways.
You don't want to part ways with it.
It's legally yours.
It's yours. It's big. And this is the problem with my mum now. One of the sisters who was a favourite was my closest auntie. Is my closest one. Yeah. But my mum goes up and down with her bipolar.
Right. Yeah.
So when she goes up, she gets aggressive, and she's like, "You fucking money grabbing." Sheetsters, are we ready for the most honest podcast on the internet?
Yeah, we don't mess about on this podcast. Not like them other bags on the other pods you've been listening to.
Yeah, who curtail to the advertising money.
Yeah.
Huh? We don't give a we're poor.
Well, we could do with the money.
We could, but we're at the position we're in at the moment. They're not gonna silence us.
No, they're not gonna make us say what we don't want to say.
Yeah, we're not puppets.
If you want to advertise on the channel, you can, but listen to what we say as well.
Yeah, but
we understand that you don't agree with it.
You'll put a hand up our and make us talk. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we're not that kind of podcast here.
Yeah, but it depends how much money they offer, because I would do that if they did.
I wouldn't.
Because there's other podcasts that do that.
Yeah, I know. And now word from our sponsors. But no, listen. All right. Just have to get that message out so everyone who knows, who's maybe new here. Listen, if you're easily offended, if you can't take a joke, if you can't laugh at yourself, the politest way I can say to you is just f*** off now.
Yeah, and I'll kick on the way out.
Yeah.
Okay? But you've come here. We respect that. Thank you, all new listeners, and thank you for everyone that supported us.
The numbers are going up.
They're going up. They're going up.
The money's not, but the numbers are.
Money's not, but money will matter eventually. Because I can't keep doing this.
We run out.
For free.
Yeah.
But luckily, Luke's in council housing. I'm got a girlfriend that's paying my rent. We're kind of...
And we've got the Patreonies.
And we got the Patreonies supporting us. Yeah. Tell them what the Patreonies do first, Luke. And you can be one yourself. Tell them what they get, Luke.
They get a Patreon-exclusive episode every Thursday. Bright and early, so you can listen to it on the way to work. A double dose of
no one else has ever seen.
No one else has ever seen or heard. You also get the Luke versus Pete's. That's the behind-the-scenes stuff where we got me and Pete go out into the real world.
And we go head-to-head. All right? Toe-to-toe. Man-to-man. Skin-on-skin action.
Yeah, and we don't mess up. And you get the footage of the journey there and things like that.
You also get this episode with no... Like, the swearing all stays in. So you get the full clean episode all stays in.
So right now, you can't hear what I'm saying because I've cut this out for
you dumb fucking
yeah.
All right, so that's all cut out. He made a mistake last week, kept it in.
I kept it a little bit.
So yeah, someone got a sneak peek at it.
But behind the panties.
Yeah, a little peek behind the panties. That's what we do over that side. You can pull down our panties, have a little sniff, have a little tickle. All right,
but that
how much does that cost, Luke?
It's £3 minimum tier.
£3 the minimum tier. Then you got the £5 tier. You get a hair follicle on my head and your name in the credits at the end of the episode.
And you get a certificate sent to you. And guys, if any of the Patreonies, if you haven't received your certificate yet, let us know. But please check your junk folder.
Yep.
Because some of you have a go at us. And I might check your junk folder. Oh, sorry.
And some of you have a go at us for their hair certificate and you're on the £3 tier. You don't get it on the £3 tier.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Where's my hair certificate? Up your subscription. Up your subscription. Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah, and that's if you want your name in the credits at the end as well. There's also a £20 tier for those with the jingle jangle.
Jingle jangle. Jangle.
Because basically without this Patreon support we get from you lot,
we definitely couldn't be doing that this long.
We can't be surviving because we're not getting anything. So,
and we're trying to do. We're currently looking for studio space so that we can maybe, if anyone's interested, get some guests in.
Get some guests in.
And you know how it's going to be if we get fucking guests in.
Yeah.
We're not going to be that tiptoey around.
No, we're not going to be like, do you eat bacon sandwiches with ketchup or not?
No.
Do you keep your ketchup in the fridge
No,
or in the cupboard?
we say, well, let me see your bacon sandwich.
Yeah, let me see that bacon sarnie. Yeah? Badly packed kebab? You eating it? What?
Eating a badly packed kebab.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like we go a bit further than everyone else.
We do. Too fast, I might say.
And we've already guested on 2 podcasts this year. One coming out, but we will let them announce that.
No, yeah, let them find it. Yeah. Thingy. But all right, I want to tell you something, Pete. That happened to me.
Yeah. What happened?
I've never really had a problem with my mental health or anything like that. Yeah. Touch wood. But I was driving. I was stuck in traffic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had that. We have a breakdown.
No.
All right. Oh, sorry. Go on. Go on.
I'm driving, yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw a guy like with like, you know, like in running gear, like with a vest, the glasses with the thing around the back, water bottle on his side.
A proper runner.
Yeah, he ran past me, yeah. I don't know why I noticed him, just ran past me, I was stuck in traffic. Then I saw a white woman, blonde white woman, walk past as well, yeah? So I'm just sitting there in traffic. Now, bear in mind, I'm going this way. They ran that way. Yeah. I see the guy run again past me. Yeah.
In how long?
Like within a minute, 30 seconds. He just ran past me again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same direction he went before. I was like, that's weird. Like,
I've just seen that guy.
Yeah, I just seen that guy.
Yeah,
I was like, have I seen something?
Yeah.
Then I saw the white woman walk past again.
Oh, how long was the time?
No, the time was about 30 seconds. I'm like, I had to stop her. Hey! Did you just walk past here? Did you walk past here? Yeah. She's like, well, excuse what? I said, did you just walk past here? Have you just walked past? Because I saw a guy running. She's like, yeah, don't worry, I just walked past. I saw him too run past. I was thinking, and then she burst out laughing. I always think, glitch in the Matrix. Wait,
like, but you saw her twice though?
I saw both of them twice.
Yeah, but did you not? She said, okay, I saw him go past, but did you not go, no, I saw you before.
No. She said she's walking up and down. So what's happened is, they walked past me. I'm not paying attention. They've probably walked back. They've both gone back up and come back down again.
Oh, or it could be one of them pranks where they've set up two twins.
Chinese people.
They do two twins.
I've seen that and the glass in the mirror. Have you seen that one?
What's that?
Where one side's a mirror and she's in the mirror, looking in the mirror, and the other side, other person's one is just clear glass with a twin.
Yeah.
And then she's looking in the mirror, and the other person's like doing something different to her twin. So she's like, why the fuck is, like, she's looking at the person's mirror and like they're doing something different. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, as in the mirror's doing something different to the person doing it?
Yeah. Because it's clear glass with two twins.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have seen that one.
Yeah.
And then I've seen another one where the guy's on the phone and he walks past someone. He goes, oh sorry guys. And then his twin is down the road and he goes, sorry guys.
I've seen that.
And they're like, what?
They make a point of doing it.
Sorry
about that. Yeah.
So I thought you'd been done with that.
No,
but you had to talk to her.
It made me think, like, what the fuck is going on? Because when I saw the guy caught my attention. Like, he just ran past me. Why has he gone? How did that happen? Then when I saw the white woman again, I was like, what the fuck?
But I'm going to be honest. If I see, like, if I'm walking just as I would walk, and then a black guy in traffic is like, excuse me, did you just go past here?
Why does it have to be a black guy?
Because you're black.
Yeah, why can't it just be a guy in traffic? But
you are you, right?
Yeah, but you could have just said a guy in traffic.
All right, but a black guy would be slightly more intimidating.
Well, then say that then. Well, don't try and make it like I'm crazy. Then say it then.
I'd be a bit like, hey, you wind down the window, it's quite intimidating, you know.
Go on.
Someone looking like you with the gold tooth. You gotta have the gold tooth.
Yeah, go on. What happened?
Hey. You've been...
No, I didn't.
Tell me how you said it then.
Hey!
How did you say it then?
I said, excuse me, have you just gone past? Have you just gone past? Did you just walk past here?
Yeah, but I'd be like, yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay. Because I just saw that guy run. And then she's like, oh no, I saw him too. And she burst out laughing.
But did you not say, I've seen them run past twice?
Yeah, she said she saw him as well. But she's like, I'm walking up and down.
Oh, right.
So it's just happened, I timed it, and I looked up again and seen.
Oh, really?
Them both. The guy shocked me.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, I'm always looking out for some paranormal shit. I do like to, like, you know what I mean? Looking out
just to be like, oh, it's true, there is paranormal stuff.
Am I the one? Am I the one?
It's like when you go into, do you ever walk into like Sainsbury's and you can see yourself on the camera.
Yeah.
Do you ever walk in and just look at it and go like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, turn that off"?
My daughter, can I thingy?
Fucking stupid. Come on.
Hello, my darling. You okay? Looking gorgeous. I'm just recording. I've got a thing. I'll phone you back later on. I love you. All right, bye-bye.
Right. Like the camera in Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
And you look up at it and walk and just stare as if,
the little kiosk thing.
Yeah.
So, I always think people think I'm stealing.
I do, which is why I don't like them little self things, because I always have to take the receipt just to wave it. The guy on the way out.
They show you a camera of yourself now. I don't know what
to deter you. It's to deter you. But what I do is I hold up Owen in front of it, so I block it.
Right.
Come and challenge me.
What do you mean?
I hold my son up to it.
Yeah.
So he gets entertainment. But come and challenge me if you want to challenge me.
Who's challenging you?
Because they're watching us, right? They're watching us, obviously.
Yeah. So why are you holding your son up?
Well, to entertain him.
How are you packing your shopping then?
I'm just going beep, beep. Charlotte's doing it. Beep, beep. And I'm holding Owen up to cover it. So I'm covering the camera, technically. So, but we do it legit, like we pay for everything.
Oh, so you're holding him up to block what they can see.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, yeah, you got something to say? Come and say something to me. Yeah? Here's the receipt, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I do. I kind of like... But they never do, but it's just a deterrent, I've noticed.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt.
Sorry, we know you're listening and watching and whatever, but could you do us a massive favor? Could you make sure
you hit that follow button? If you're watching or listening on Spotify, please hit the follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe. Whatever app you're using, hit that follow button. It helps us out so much. It lets other people know about us and where to find us. So please do that right now. You're helping us out tremendously.
And can you drop a comment, if possible, and a review? It will help us massively. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you. All right, listen to this. So that little thing where I thought I was going crazy, yeah, alerted me to this. There was a guy called Kenneth Lamar Noyd, yeah,
right.
And Dominoes had a ad back in the day. I think it was in the 80s, yeah, called "Avoid the Noyd." Like, I think
is it a man?
No, it was like a cartoon character. They're just gonna make a whole.
Racist. Avoid the Noyd.
Noyd.
Oh, for God's sake, Luke.
No, they said avoid the Noyd. Yeah, I think it was a character of some sort. Yeah, and it was really popular, and it was gonna roll it out into a TV show.
Right.
But what happened was this Lamar Noyd. Yeah, he was mentally ill, and believed that people were avoiding him.
What? So
his name was Noyd, Lamar Noyd.
So it was an actual man,
a real person in the world, yeah.
And Domino's like said,
no.
What?
No, that was just their cartoon character, yeah.
Right. Oh, but he was called Noyd.
His surname was Noyd, and he was at home getting angry because he felt like everybody started to avoid him.
Oh,
because of Domino's.
Because of Avoid the Noyd.
Yeah. So he so what was this? On January the 30th, 1989, Kenneth Lamar Noyd, a mentally ill man who believed that Avoid the Noyd campaign was personally directed towards him and was antagonizing him, entered a Domino's restaurant in Chamblee, Georgia, armed with a .357 Magnum.
With a gun?
Yeah.
Why didn't he just sue them?
Yeah. Noyd then held 2 employees hostage for over 5 hours. After writing to the employees that the then owner of the Domino's, Tom Monahan, was fraudulent and had stolen his name, he first forced them to call the Domino's headquarters to demand $100,000 and a white limousine as a getaway transportation.
Oh, that's stupid. So everyone knows who it is. Oh, there goes Noyd in the white limo. So they could have caught him easier if he'd done that.
After offering to exchange a hostage for a copy of American postmodern and author Robert Wilson's 1985 novel, The Widow's Son, Noyd reneged on his offer when an officer brought him the book. Noyd then became hungry and forced the captive employees to make him 2 pizzas. While Noyd ate the pizzas with his gun in his lap, the hostages escaped. Noyd surrendered to the police shortly after. 2 shots were fired by Noyd during the incident, both of them hitting the ceiling.
That is embarrassing. I'd be so embarrassed if I'd taken 2 hostages and I'm eating pizza, and I'm like, oh, where are the hostages? Like one of the
No.
and you realise
I can imagine you because you love food. I can imagine the scene. They're sneaking out the back door. You're like this. This and sure nobody wants any.
I know. That is the type of thing I'd get distracted by, like eating food, but then to realise that the plan has just been spoiled because they've escaped, and that it's because of me, and then having to surrender. I'd shoot myself after that because I couldn't walk out and go, I take it you know the hostages have escaped as well.
No, I would try to. I've let them go. I've let them go. Now, this has all been a misunderstanding.
No, they'd screw you over for that.
100%.
But I would have just sued them.
He was mentally ill.
I know.
He thought the campaign was directed towards him personally.
But I'm going to be honest, that's something I would think.
Yeah, but this is what scares me.
I would think that.
When you're
Avoid Pete. Avoid Pete, and I'd be like, oh, they've aimed that at me, and then but I would sue. I wouldn't hold hostages.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. Like when a thought gets stuck in your head, it's scary. Like I remember one time I got stabbed with a pencil. Yeah.
Yeah. And lead poisoning.
Yeah, and it was a little black mark.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Do you know that's a tattoo?
What?
That's technically a tattoo.
Oh, really?
Because it's like the lead has got under the skin and the skin's grown over it.
Okay, yeah. Every so often I look at it and be like, oh, I'm gonna lose my hand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my hand. Like it worried me.
It's
and
lead
it wouldn't leave my head. And I'm thinking, that's what's like something gets stuck in your mind and you can't let it go. Like, have you had anything like that?
Yeah, like, you'll get a spot or something, and then you go, oh, is that like cancer or something? And then but then I'll see articles on the Daily Mail going, does your spot look like this?
Oh no!
And I'm like, oh.
I see some people, yeah, and they have like horrific, like not injuries. What would you like diseases that come out of nowhere? Like some like 1 in 10 million chance. Like their tongue. And they end up losing. Like a woman had to rebuild her whole. Like she lost all. She can't speak because she got like cancer of the tongue.
Oh.
And it's like you can't even see it coming. You can't.
Like
these things.
But one of the ones I get is I'm paranoid. I'm gonna get like motor neurons disease, where I'm just gonna be like one day like, oh,
you can't move.
I just can't move, and then I'm like, oh,
can't even kill yourself.
Well, I'd probably ask you to choke me or something. Right. Oh, I'll probably be like, come on, do it. But I have to type it into...
No, you can't do it. I couldn't do that, Pete. Why would you...
roll me off a cliff then.
No, I couldn't do that, Pete. Then I'm going to prison for that.
All right, well, drive me to the cliff and I'll roll myself off. If I could use my arms.
You can't. It's motor neurons. So I've got to put you on a hill.
No. I'd get one of the electric things. Because I'd still be able to use my fingers, couldn't I?
No, you can't move.
Yeah, that's... see, that's panicking me now. Imagine being like so... I've had it. Sleep paralysis is the way, man. Sleep paralysis that's a horrible feeling.
Sorry. I'm just thinking about like, if we tried, I can imagine us, me and you, yeah, we don't tell anybody anything. We've got our own plan. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to put you at the top of the hill. And then we're having a picnic, and then you're going to roll down. But I can imagine you roll down the hill, going, boom, land on the boat, boom, going up, and then landing right back.
Where?
Like, like the cartoons where someone goes, like, all the things happen, like, you go off the cliff, you hit a trampoline, bang, go on the boat, boom, and then land right back next to me, boom. And I'm like, it's not meant to be, Pete. It's not meant to be.
I know. If that happened, I'd probably be like, right, I should live then. I think you should live out your life, though, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Under the worst circumstances. Because you can go, is it Sweden or Switzerland where you can go?
Switzerland.
Where you can go and you can thingy?
Yeah, but a lot of people in Switzerland are depressed. And I've been there. It's boring. Like, compared to London, it's boring. Like,
do you know what it is? Yeah,
the hustle and bustle of London.
Life, like, I went on an errand yesterday that was meant to take me flipping 15 minutes and ended up taking me like 4 hours, and I ended up meeting like loads of different people. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm realizing it's like, it is the trouble in life. Like, if everything just goes A, B, C, D, like, it's fucking boring, man.
And the Swiss are very A, B, C, D.
Really?
Structure there on time. And
yeah, it's boring. You need drama. You want to meet different people and under circumstances that...
And I think that's why they're like, Okay,
Kill yourselves.
do you want to come here and do it? Like, because we know what it's like.
Really?
Like, we know how hard it is. So yeah, if you want to.
It is really funny. Like, we try and our aim is to try and put ourselves in circumstances that we really don't want to be in, and then we do things. Once we're at a safe position, we do things that put us in danger again. Do you know what I mean? It's like rich white people who go mountain climbing.
Yeah, but I get that. I wouldn't climbing.
You know, like Everest and things like that.
Oh, I don't like that. That just seems stupid to me.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. We fight to get safe and then try to be unsafe again.
No, I think what happens is people have a midlife crisis because no one really climbs Everest when they're 18. Have you noticed that?
No.
Have you noticed that?
They're
all old.
Really?
Everyone that climbs Everest is over the age of 40.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Pretty sure.
You know
Like
what?
I've seen from photos.
You have to fact check, Pete. Go on.
Well, I've seen it in photos. The line, they've all got beards and stuff, and the women are withered. So they've obviously gone through a lot, right? But they're always like, this is my midlife crisis moment. Because they want to achieve something in their life because no one's achieved anything. I know what's the best thing I could do? Oh, people die doing it. Okay, I'll climb Everest. And then
you do what you want to put yourself to the test in life. You do, because if you're just sometimes just surviving, like there's people who don't used to do that. They literally walk out their front door and they're in a battle. Do you know what I mean? And there's some people whose life is. That's why you see these people whose parents slogged through life, and then they have an easy life.
Yeah. But I kind of had. I think I had an easy life.
No, do you know what? This is what I wanted to talk about with you because we saw the Chris Eubank fight.
Chris Eubank fight, yeah. Let's talk about it. What a moment!
It was a great moment.
You didn't appreciate it?
No. This is what I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't buy into the story. I knew it was a story.
I completely bought into the story, whether it was or it wasn't, or it was always planned. Let it be what it is. Perfect moment. The pop of the crowd saying Chris Eubank Sr. come to support his son. Because Chris Eubank Sr., for those of you that don't know, he'd fallen out with his son who was going to have a fight. There was a family rivalry from a boxing fight over 30 years ago, and then their sons were going to fight. But
so Chris Eubank originally fought Nigel Benn about 32 years ago.
Yeah.
And then now their sons, Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn, were going to fight.
Now talk about emotion. I can get into emotion. And that was a powerful... In fact, all the way through the build-up, it was powerful, I thought. From the egg slap to him talking about pain, to him saying he doesn't talk to his dad, that's powerful. Then, boom, the taxi door opens.
It wasn't a taxi, it was a Rolls Royce.
Black taxi, Rolls Royce, was it?
I'm pretty sure it was a Rolls Royce.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But the door opened that way.
What way?
Like a taxi door would open the back way.
Yeah, that's how Rolls
Royce.
Royce.
Oh, it's a Rolls Royce. Oh, but that's what made me think it was a taxi. So, how crap is that if you buy a Rolls Royce and people think it's a back taxi?
No, yeah, but you can't go based on you.
No, but come on, it looked like a black taxi.
I can imagine you afterwards. Black taxi.
No, but I did think, why is he turned up in a black taxi? But it was a Rolls Royce, was it? So anyway, the door opens, boom. Chris Eubank Sr.'s just smiling. It was, and the audience in the Tottenham Stadium just erupted. It was like, this is the stuff WWE aims for. They want the story, and that is a story.
To me, can
I just say this as well? He got a massive cheer when the door opened and revealed him, and he got a massive cheer when Chris Eubank Jr. came round and put his arm around his dad. That was a big cheer. I get like chicken skin thinking about it, man.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I didn't see that part when he put his arm around it. I just want to get out the thing. I was like, I expected it. Do you know what it is for me? The dad, while he is fantastically, like, he is a showman.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on what it is about him, why it doesn't. I don't know.
No, he's weird. He's a strange guy. He's a strange guy.
But that's what you want. He's
but he does not care.
Think about this. Is there any fighter living today who's more interested than him?
No, he's a person. It will be a sad day when he.
Is there anyone? There isn't anyone. Is
No,
there?
no,
Not British. Not in the British. Anyway, definitely not in Britain.
no. He's such a like. There's no one I can say is very similar to him.
Do you know what it is for me?
Apart from his son.
What I don't like is the fact that he wants the limelight. Seems like more. He still wants the limelight more on him more than he on his son.
I don't think that's true.
You know,
I think he enjoys the attention. Who doesn't? I'm like him. I can tell you this: if that was me and my dad would love that moment.
Yeah. But if it was me and my son, I would kind of be like, you know what, this is your moment now.
Yeah. But he did stand at the back.
No, but when he was coming out, he was simply.
He's pointing to the way to go. Hey, with that, come on, but that's good though. And he's like this way, son. Come on. It's the showmanship of the whole event. The story from start to finish, the win from Chris Eubank, probably in terms of drama and story and background, I don't think a fight's going to top that for a very long time. No way in hell. That entrance is probably one of the best entrances to a fight I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
100%. Nothing will top that. Father and son story. It's everything. Like everyone was invested in it.
This is what I woke up thinking this morning though, yeah. It is very hard as a human being to start from scratch. Like your dad is meant to like give you like when you start from nothing to be able to start.
Yeah.
His dad
gave him that pathway.
Gave him that pathway.
And Conor Ben's dad gave him
and didn't even really want him to. There's a scene where he's like, I hope he does become one to watch, but I hope it's not in boxing. His dad even said that.
Yeah.
His dad doesn't want the boxing life as a hard life.
I think Chris Eubanks Sr. has always been adamant that he's worried, he's scared, because he's seen so much. He made someone, is it brain damaged? Or was it? Or it's wheelchair bound or something?
Yeah.
From his fight?
Yeah.
And then
he didn't kill him, did he?
No. And then his son did it as well.
Yeah.
To Nick Blackwell. So he is concerned. He has seen it happen. It's almost like why are you laughing? You can't. Why are you laughing?
I'll do it.
No, but it is.
They are
like,
dangerous.
You would be scared. You'd be like, we've both done it. So is it going to come back on me? Like I'd be thinking that whole time, if I'd made someone in the wheelchair, I'd be like, God's gonna punish me now and make my son like that. And my son's done it to someone, so it's double the energy now for that to happen to him. So I'd be paranoid. Oh, you know that coat he came out in?
The brown one.
The brown coat. So his son died. That's his son's coat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why he wears that lovely coat.
Okay. So I was thinking that was my thought process, yeah. I look at my sons and my daughter as well, and I see my influence on them, and I look around, I'm like, I never really had a male influence to direct like.
But I think that's why you're like, I don't really resonate with the story. Whereas I have a close relationship with my dad and I really resonate with the story.
No, I don't think that's the reason, because my favourite film of all time is a father and son story.
I know, but you can't really talk about it when you don't know what you're talking about, though. Because did you have that growing up, though?
I am a dad.
No, yeah, you're a dad. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're a dad. Like, you know that side of things.
So, but it's still a father and son story.
But from the dad's perspective.
Yeah. So
yeah, but I've got it from both. I've got it from the son and the dad's perspective.
Yeah.
So it's like double the power of the story.
But
whereas you're only seeing the dad's side.
But why do I like that film then?
Because you're a dad, probably.
Yeah. So then, why wouldn't I like Chris Eubank's story then?
No, but is it The Godfather, the film you're talking about? Yes. The Godfather story is the Godfather story is very it's fabricated. Oh, it's a film. It's a film. This is real life. You're like, that doesn't happen in real life. But you're like, it's a film. It's a film. Oh, I can get into a film. But the real life thing, you're like, nah. You're looking at it with.
But he already
clouded glasses.
What? No. What? what he already said,
Pink.
what he Chris Eubank said afterwards is what I always known along that you didn't realize. That
No, I did realize he
no,
said
no,
that.
No, you did not. And when he said that, you didn't realize.
No, I did. When he said, I'm an actor. Some people deserve an Oscar.
You need suspense. You need suspense.
No, I think what he meant was, he's saying it. I think he said that tongue in cheek, and I think Chris Eubank Jr. is going to look at what he said there and go, why did you say that? Now you're going to make people think that it wasn't all a big... I wish he didn't say that.
Yeah, but you see that all the time. When these two people have a rivalry in the ring, and then afterwards they hug each other, and you're like, oh, this... they're selling tickets. That's the point.
No, I get that. Johnny Nelson tried to jump on it. Johnny Nelson's another boxing pundit who always loves the limelight. And he tried to jump on it and say, yeah, I convinced him. No, you didn't convince him, mate. He probably was always planning to come. But he wanted me, but maybe they weren't talking. They weren't probably talking. I'm going to let my son know I'm disappointed in him for the egg slap. You think he'll come to your fight? I ain't coming to that fight.
I don't think.
I didn't teach you that. Did Karen teach you that?
That's what he says. I don't think he was even that disappointed. Because to be honest with you, I know some.
No, I think he was because he said.
I'm going to tell you. I know some backstory about Chris Eubank that went far worse than an egg slap.
Oh, okay. What was it?
No, let's not get into that.
What, is it? But nobody knows it, or just you?
I haven't got that kind of relationship with him. No, there is no information that I only know about Chris Eubank. That would be weird. Silence.
But what was it, Luke? What was it?
No. It's just that
he's done stuff in the past.
He's like, do you know what I mean? So to say like someone hitting someone with an egg in order to promote a fight is disgraceful. I haven't talked like
no, but violence.
From a boxer. Violence from a boxer. So all I'm saying is that I appreciate when they do the show and they make it just wasn't believable for me. I appreciate it.
No,
I liked it when I saw Floyd Mayweather, who is arguably one of the greatest boxers of our generation, was in one of his biggest fights, and in between rounds, he told his dad he loved him.
That was at the last round, and I'll tell you why I didn't like that.
Yo.
Because his dad didn't reciprocate it. His dad was like, "Yeah, come on, you all right? You been knocked about in the last round?"
He didn't say you've been knocked about.
He did. You feeling okay? You all right?
You asked that in the round, but this is what
you
I
would
mean.
because you'd be like, you're getting emotional.
No. This is what I mean when my friend saw it, and we talked about. He kind of resonated with the Eubank thing.
Yeah, I resonated with it.
And he was like. He could see me being like Floyd's dad. Like...
Yeah, keep your head in the game.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this in the dressing room.
Yeah. No, but that is me. Yeah. I'm not... In public, I try and build my sons for survival. I'm not really like that with my daughter, but I try and build my sons.
But I can't see your sons doing that in the ring.
Doing what?
Going like, oh, dad, I love you.
No, do you know what's really... Do you know what? My sons... The younger one... will express emotion. He's way more emotional than the older one. The older one's a bit more like me, but he does express his love for me.
He does, but he wouldn't say it with confidence. He's quite like...
No, he does say, Dad, I love you. He says, Dad, I love you. Like, he come into me and say, Dad, like you...
No, but he'll say, like, Dad, I love you, you know that. Like, but he wouldn't go...
No, maybe when you're here.
Yeah, what, does he act different when I'm here?
Yeah, well, we're not one-on-one.
Or does he say it like, Dad, I love you and that?
Yeah.
But he says the and that bit.
And what?
I love you and that.
No,
he won't say, Dad, I love you. And would he kiss you on the lips?
No, I wouldn't. Would you kiss your dad on the lips?
Have I kissed my dad on the lips? I can't remember.
What did they say? No,
but I might have.
All right, let's say no. What, as a man?
As a man, no. I kissed my dad on the cheek as a man.
Yeah.
He kisses me though.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, and we hold hands.
Do you know what? Do you know what? My son was in the My son was in the post office the other day. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a probably I was proud of, and he said there was someone in the queue behind him,
and he let them go in front of him.
No. And then he finished doing. I think he had to go and put money into his bank account. Yeah. And then he done that, and as he's walking out, that person was in the queue, drove past, and goes, "You're such a polite young man. Your parents have raised you well. They should be very proud of you."
Why? What did
I don't know. I don't know what he done, but he obviously left it for someone to stop their car and be like, "Wow, you're really like."
The guy in front of him.
Whoever was in the post office with him
Oh,
drove past him and stopped and was like, "You're such a polite young man. Your parents should be really proud of how they raised you."
And were you there?
No, I wasn't there. He come back and told me.
Yeah, but he could be lying.
Okay, Pete.
No, I know.
You're
But
like, Pete.
I know. If I wanted Dad to be proud of me, I'd be like, Dad, someone stopped their car and said that I'm a good guy.
Pete. Who comes out of the blue and just says, "You know what? I say someone stopped their car." He couldn't ever prove that. He couldn't ever prove that.
No. Oh no. But why did he say? What did he say that he did?
I don't know, but I do. People do say that to me all the time. Your sons like are very like very polite. They're courteous. Do you know what I mean? They are.
Yeah, but they don't look like they would be.
That is true.
Because can we just identify to the viewers? They're kind of like they got the sort of plaits, kind of like where their trousers a bit loose, don't they?
Not around me. They don't.
But like, you know.
Yeah, they look like they're trying to be cool.
Trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Probably cause problems in the street.
No,
but look like they would.
Get your words right.
No, I am getting my words right. That's why I'm being careful.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go on.
But like, you know, kind of like, oh, am I going to get into bother? Do you know what I mean?
Is who going to get into bother?
Me being coming across them.
Is that what you think?
Not that I think that, but psychologically.
But they're black. You think that about all black people. You said that already. If they'd have called for you from the window, you'd be like, "Oh, oh God, what's gonna happen now? Oh God,
No.
sorry, Mister.
No,
sorry."
But you know what I mean.
Go on.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like, how do I say it? You'll just get offended though if I say stuff.
Go on, I'm listening.
They look like, you know, oh man, they could cause problems if they want to.
Yeah, that's how people look at you.
You reckon people are threatened when I walk in somewhere?
Definitely. If you had a backpack on, 100%.
A backpack? What you mean? Like, what you mean? Oh, it's prejudiced. It's like prejudging.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I do. Oh, I've gone into a train carriage and someone left because I got on, and because I saw him look at me.
Was it due to a smell?
No, I had a backpack on, right, and it was a big backpack and it was heavy because I was carrying like a TV screen for Charlotte, like her computer TV screen, and I sat down. A monitor, and I sat down, and a wire was sticking out as well.
Oh, for sake. Pete, I'm going to be honest with you. If you got into a carriage with me and I saw a wire sticking out your back, I wouldn't take my eyes off of you.
No, but come on. It was a wire with nothing on the end. It was a little...
Yeah, detonator.
So this guy looked at me weird, and then he got up and left, and I thought, that was weird. And then I looked back, and he was sitting in the next train carriage when the train took off. So he'd gone out and then jumped back on, obviously, to get safe in another carriage.
Yeah, but that ain't going to save him.
What?
That ain't going to save him if it's a bomb.
No, so what I did at the next stop, I went and joined him again. Sat down and looked at him.
I've done that to somebody.
Yeah, and he didn't get up and leave then because he knew, okay, this guy's just going to follow me if it is a bomb.
I was on my phone. I think we talked about this years ago. This was like a couple of years ago. I was on my phone and someone...
Oh, because you're making... Yeah, but you play your phone loud in public.
What do you mean I play my phone loud?
You'll scroll with really...
So do you.
No, volume up really loud.
So do you.
No, Luke, you listen to the volume full blast, man. Even I'm annoyed. And I'm with you. And you're showing me the video. I'm like, turn it down, man. It's too loud. And people do get annoyed by that.
But he done that and expressed. So I was like, don't do that to me. So I sat next to him. But then we ended up having a good conversation between us.
You sat next to him?
I did.
What did you do? But did you play the video sat next to him?
No, I just looked at him.
Oh,
I think we had a conversation. We ended up having a conversation.
What do you mean you sat next to him and looked at him?
And I think he apologized, because I think he done something rude,
And then so what happened? So you sat there and you stared at him, and he said what?
I think we talked about this on an early episode, so I don't want to contradict myself.
I don't remember, so they're not going to remember.
No, I can't remember. I'm just saying what I think I done was I think I stared at him, or I said, "What's your problem?" or something like that. Yeah. But we ended up having a conversation.
Yeah.
I think it was before Christmas or something like that, and then we ended up. He's like, "Oh, sorry, mate, I'm just having a bad day and whatever." And then we ended up talking about. I think he lived like in Alport or something like that. Yeah. And then
and you're like, and he's my best friend now.
Yeah. Pen pal. Pen pal.
You still talk to him.
No. Never exchanged number. I think I talked about this before. I had a conversation with a guy outside, like I think it was my sister's birthday, and I was in Croydon on the high street, and we had a good conversation. He was talking about like making it and trying to like be successful, and he was like,
I can't stand conversations like that.
Is this weird? Can I get you on Facebook or something like that? Get your number?
Oh yeah, where they like want to keep in touch, and you're like, no. Oh, that's awkward. That's awkward. Yeah. That happened in when I started stand up. Like, we were in this like writing group or something, and everyone was like, "Oh, should we?"
You went to a writing group
in the beginning, yeah.
Did you? So you went to a course and you went to a writing group.
Maybe it was the course.
No, it wasn't.
I just didn't want to say course.
No, what?
I didn't want to say course.
Why?
Because you always take the piss out of me.
No, be honest with you.
I'm being honest.
You joined the course to learn comedy.
Shut up. I was bought it by someone else. I did it out of respect for Charlotte because she got me as a present.
Yeah, okay. If your partner has to get you a course, your partner should know how funny you are.
I'm not as nerdy as you. I can't purposely learn to write comedy. I didn't get it. I needed someone to tell me this is comedy. No, I don't have a clue. That's why I just say what I say now. I couldn't give a shit. And everyone joined this WhatsApp group. And one guy, I was like, "Oh yeah, you coming?" He goes, no, I won't be joining the group. And he dismissed us. And that really wound me up.
Did it?
Why don't you want to join the group, man? But it really bothered me. And then I was like trying to think. But then I think, like, no, I do that. But then now he's not as doing well as I am in comedy. Do you know who he is?
I know who he is.
Do
I know who he is?
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Yeah. Put the mics away.
Really?
Him.
Really?
What you
He was nice to me. He's nice to me.
No. He turned nice after the incident.
Oh, really?
Humbled.
Oh, really?
You get humbled in comedy very quickly. Humbled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
He asked for my number a few years later. I said, no, don't give out my number.
Do you know what I realised about you, yeah? You
retaliate the same way that you initially acted.
You want people to know when they've done something wrong.
Absolutely. Like
I'll give you an example. Pete, like, somebody, we meant to go and do something.
Yeah.
You right?
Yeah, sorry.
We was meant to go and do something, and the person rudely,
didn't even cancel these fucking cunts. Yeah. Right?
Didn't
let's say what it is, because I hope they hear it. No, we were going to go on another podcast, right? Now, the problem with these podcasts is these fucking stupid producers. Let's have it right. You want me to be honest? You want to be honest?
Just be honest.
These fucking stupid producers who don't have care or time or any consideration for other people's time, they invited us on their podcast. The day comes to go on this person's podcast that we will never go on now because they fucking wasted my time. And I said, are we meeting at this place? And they said, oh, sorry, my email mustn't have gone through. The biggest lie that you could ever come up with, dumb producer. Yeah? Dumb cunt. And he goes, sorry.
Was it he?
Yeah. Oh. I feel like we should fucking name that dirty cunt as well. Fucking name and shame, man. So all the other pods out there know that dumb cunt.
When you get angry, the Irish come dirty cunt.
Yeah, no, he won't. Fucking the disrespect you have for someone's time. Not even an apology. Didn't even bother to reschedule. Fuck that piece of shit.
No. Okay, so now I'm explaining to you now. See what Pete's just done here? He does want the person to see this.
Yeah, I do.
He wants the person to see
I hope you do see it, you fucking... I can't even say it because it will offend some people.
But anyway, my point is this, yeah. Pete wanted to send... I was like, yeah, just fuck it off.
No, yeah, Luke was like, ignore. I was like, no, let's reply. Being like, wow, that's fucking rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want him to know.
But, okay, this is my thought process behind it.
Because I tell you this, I am going to fucking tell everyone that about that podcast because of him.
All right.
Dumb producer.
All right, so my thing
that has no sense of talent whatsoever, you fucking worm. Yeah? You want to get real? No, let's get fucking real, Luke.
Can I say something?
Go for it.
Okay. This is my thought process behind why I don't respond to things like that. I never know when our paths will cross again.
I agree with that.
And if possibly it could be an opportunity. Now, if I let you know where I stand and I think you're a dirty and I've told you you're a dirty, then when the opportunity, like, because I don't really get anything out of calling you a dirty
But at least I know, I know.
that you're a dirty.
Then I know I'm on to you, you little lion weasel.
But this is what I mean. It's not strategically thought out.
But it's not strategic. You've given me no. They've given us no strategic or care or even
No.
concern.
All right,
So I want you to know.
So 1 second.
You little weasel.
So I've got your that person's card now. I know what you're like, yeah. So if opportunity comes up now where that person can profit and I'm in a position of power,
Should we just fucking name?
No. I cut off that. No. You're not getting that position. Yeah. Oh, why? What's going on? No. Do you remember this? Remember that date?
No. But let me put it to you like this. Just say I tell him at the time, yeah, you piece of shit, whatever, and then he sees the rise, and then he's like, oh, then he knows. Oh, can't go back there. Or he got annoyed with me at one point.
Yeah. No.
And I remember you.
No, it's better. So I won't say anything. Come back again. Come back. Then I'll let you know you're dirty. Yeah.
No, but the person whose podcast it is probably has no idea she's got this delinquent running business for her. Probably has no idea. It's the dumb producer we got doing this shit behind the scenes for these podcasts. Sorry, guys, but like, come on. Be fair now. Up your game. Don't assume that we want you. Don't assume, because I guarantee we'll never go on that pod ever again.
Yeah. All right, we got some dilemmas. Pete, you got one?
I'll do this one. So yeah, we got a dilemma. So family issues. Hey guys, I have a real. This guy wants to be told who he is.
Just say his first name.
So this dilemma's coming from Leroy. Hey guys, I have a real.
He's Lee J.
Sorry, Lee J. Lee J.
Leroy. He's like, that's a black guy. I knew you're tricky. I knew the picture at the end. Sorry, Leroy.
Yeah. Hey guys, I have a real dilemma on my hands. My mum passed away. My mum passed away last year. Oh god, that's right. Okay, let's get serious for this one. Hey guys, I have a real dilemma on my hands. My mum passed away last year after suffering with dementia for a number of years. The dilemma is I was in prison when my mum got sectioned under the Mental Health Act. My auntie, her sister, took power of attorney as I was unable to at the time because I was in prison. I thought I could trust my family, but as she had access to her bank accounts, she rinsed $25,000 of what would essentially be my inheritance. She has taken no responsibility and just shouts at me if I bring it up. I haven't spoken to her for over 6 months now. Family means a lot to me, and I just want an apology and maybe an offer of some payback, because I'm broke as fuck. Anyhow, hope you guys are all good. Now, this is a common thing with families, I think. I think anytime anyone gets an opportunity to make a bit of money, they'll do it. But they don't appreciate at the time that, oh my God, I've spent 25 grand. £1 turns into £10, turns into £20, turns into 25 grand. So someone gets carried away. No, then someone brings it up and says, hey, what the hell's going on? You're like, shut up! Yeah. You have to shut them up. There only is one option, is to get angry.
No, you have to repay.
She has to repay, but the money has been spent, possibly.
And they never spend it anything. They spend it frivolously.
Yeah.
They didn't earn it.
Because they didn't earn it. So they've gone around, they've spent it. And then someone said, so you do get angry. I can imagine someone would get angry. But then to be asked to pay it back, she ain't going to pay it back.
I'm going to
guarantee you that.
I think I happened in my own family, yeah? And it changed my perspective on family. I believe a will is important and you should follow a will. Even if it means you're cut. If somebody who's worked for their money, yeah, and like, okay, say my mum was wealthy, and she.
It's hard to imagine. No, I'm joking. It's hard to imagine.
Say my mum was wealthy.
Yeah.
So you can tell me and Pete can say absolutely anything to each other when I'm going to sleep tonight. No. My mum was wealthy, and she decided to leave everything to my sister. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd let it.
I'd let it go. I didn't work for that money. That's not my money. Do you know what I mean? If my sister decided not to give me any money, I wouldn't dislike her for it, but it would change who I thought she was. Do I think?
No, I don't think your sister would change. I think she'd probably be like, I'll give you some of the money.
No. I'm just saying.
Your relationship's different, though, because your sister proper respects you. Because that's like the situation I'm in at the minute. My mum and dad have just done a will, right? Well, they did it like a year ago or something ago. And like my son has been born since then. So the other nephew, George, steam train locomotive, he's been put in the will. He gets 5%. But then my son Owen, he's not in the will. But my mum and dad have just gone, I trust you. We trust you kids will give him his 1%.
1%
of each kid.
Okay,
gives 1%.
So he gets 5.
And I'm like to dad, no, you can't trust them.
Yeah,
I can trust every one of my brothers and sisters apart from one because she's got some toxic man in her ear. So I can't trust him or her when she's with him.
Yeah.
So no, it needs to be written out. So I do understand that you do need it in writing.
You do,
and to save arguments in the future. Because my dad was like, oh, come on, it's fine. I'm like, Dad, just for sake of argument, and it's whatever. And the chances are it's not, like, my mum and dad won't die at the same time anyway. So but it's just, I want it in there that it's not, I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, my grandmother never left the will. And my granddad, he had favourites.
Your granddad had favourites?
Yeah, he had favourites. So
that's so annoying. I know people in a certain family, and they treat one of the rich people in that family very well because they're quite old now.
Really?
So you can see, you're setting it up.
Yeah. But this is what you see. When you got money, it's hard to trust people around you.
You can't trust people around because they act differently.
Exactly. So what's happened is that my granddad, like he's got his favourites and he's chosen, and everybody else got like a little bit of money, but two of them got a bulk chunk of it. Now, things were said at the time before any money was distributed out that we'll all, no matter what happens, we'll all give it out evenly. We all give it out. But when the money hits the account,
you're like, you don't want to part
ways. You don't want to part ways with it.
It's legally yours.
It's yours. And this is the problem with my mum now. One of the sisters who was a favourite was my closest auntie. Is my closest one. Yeah. But my mum goes up and down with her bipolar.
Right. Yeah.
So when she goes up, she gets aggressive, and she's like, "You fucking money grabbing."
Does she?
That's hilarious. She comes and she's her teeth are crying like she stole my money. I'm like, it's not your money, and I have to calm her down. Like,
so your mum didn't get anything?
She got something, a small amount, but my mum is the runt of the litter. Of all of the she's the youngest, and she's the runt. She's the one. She's got mental health. She got knocked over. This is what he done. This is what he put in. My guy put there. Look after her.
Oh, just look after her. But that is kind of. I'd be like, but he means financially.
He means financially.
No. Think about.
He's open to interpretation. You can be like, no. He meant I must call you regularly.
Yeah. But it's, you could look at that like, no. He must mean financially, and they're like, no. He means like make sure she's in good health.
Yeah.
No. I think it means like, can you make sure she's financially looked after because I can't give her the money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
100%.
you could look at that like
100%.
Like it's whoever the lawyer was at the time when he was writing, she look after her. The lawyer should have gone, just.
What do you mean?
Specify.
Yeah, specify. Exactly.
Exactly what do you want done.
But this is the problem now. Now, okay. Now to dig into it, I understand. If I was my granddad, I wouldn't give my mum the money at the time. My mum was with a partner who's a scumbag.
You cannot trust scumbag partners.
You can't.
You can't, guys.
He was a scumbag.
Did he set up dodgy businesses?
Not even good enough to do that. Not even good enough to do that.
Yeah.
Not even good enough to do that. So I understand it, but you give it to somebody and you're like, you know what? Make sure she can get a certain amount every month or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
look after.
All right, but that never happened. Now my mum gets angry. I'm like, listen, cut all that crap out. Because her argument is my mum would have wanted me to have it. My mum would want me to have money. Yeah. I'm like, your mum didn't write a will. She knew who she married, and she didn't write her wishes down. So you don't talk about your mum wanted you to have. Your mum didn't want you to have nothing.
No, but how did her mum die? Because it
wasn't sudden.
Was it not? Was it?
No.
Was it like? Have you written that will yet?
And you know what the worst? Do you know what the worst part about it is? She was the financially savvy one. The mum was the financially savvy one. Yeah.
Yeah.
My granddad had a house.
That seems a bit weird that she didn't write. Are you sure? Have you checked everywhere?
No point now. If it comes up now, nothing can be done now.
What, really?
Well, look at me. This money's been divided.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But my point is this anyway. I'll never blame the person who received the money. There is the technicality, like everyone said it was going to be split amongst everybody. Like there are certain things that happened, where someone was told, another sister was told she was meant to get money.
Yeah.
And then one of them was like, I don't like how she's spoken to me.
That is how I'd get on. I'd be like, say please.
Yeah.
Beg for it.
Yeah. Like don't like how she don't speak to me. And money, you're withholding money that's been told to give.
You can't have that. I mean, you would have that attitude. I definitely have that attitude. But you can't have that attitude when it's not your money.
No.
It's been handed to you.
No. You can have, if it's been written and you've been given, like you would never catch me fighting.
Yeah.
Over money that I didn't work for.
No, but
or money that hasn't been assigned. If someone's stealing my money, like I would never. If it was written down, everything goes to my sister. I would never try and be like, give me some. No, it's not my money. It hasn't been given to me. Now, because I tell you this, I'll kill people over if you're trying to steal my money.
Oh, if they come for your money.
Yeah.
But what if your sister came to you and everything was left to you and she was like, oh, Luke, I think she meant when she said look after me, that meant.
No. I would look after my sister.
Yeah. Okay. If it was me.
What do you mean?
Oh, Luke, they really like me as well. They said look after me.
Do you know what? I could imagine my mum doing something like that. My mum hit the lottery. And then she'd be like, and I like Pete. Give Pete 3 million. And I'd be like, Pete, no. Disregard that, Pete. I know you. You'd be like, no.
Would you stop it from happening?
Yes, I would.
What if your mum was like, I like Pete. I'm going to give him 3 million.
Yeah, she would.
Would you stop that?
Yes.
Why would you stop that?
No. I'll give you any money from my family.
No, you wouldn't.
I would look after you.
No, I'd be like, Luke, your mum said leave me 3 million.
Would you take it? If I said no, Pete, you don't accept that, Pete. It's like you go around someone's house and they offer you a drink or something. You're like, no. My mum, you know what my mum used to say that about me, yeah? She used to say that I come to the door with my friends. Yeah. And my mum would be like, oh, anybody want some lemonade and some crisps and stuff? And I'd be like, no.
That's all mine.
No, don't worry about that, guys. I'll be out in a minute.
So you can have 3 packets of crisps for yourself.
Later on. Yeah.
That's funny. But I do think if your mum left me 3 million.
And I was like, no, Pete, let's go to my family.
1.5 then.
No, I can imagine you ask the question. So how much did she leave you in total?
Yeah.
None of your business.
No, but hold on. I'd be like, come on, Luke. She left me money.
No,
like, you're
Pete,
going against your mum's wishes.
No, Pete, just leave it.
No, yeah, but come on. We'll spend it together.
No.
We'll spend it together. We will invest together.
No.
And it will be our money together.
No.
But
Pete,
we will invest.
No. Pete, I'm going to talk with my family amongst ourselves.
But she's written there that.
Yeah, I know, Pete. But you understand, my mum.
You're annoying me. Because you're saying I'm not family now.
No, you are family.
No, but I'm going to talk to my family.
Hold on, no. 1 second.
No, give me that money.
Hold on 1 second. No. You're getting out. Shut up. I had a riff. No, because.
No, but you. No.
Oh,
you should be like.
1 second. When I came round, you would have fucking divided up a kebab for me. All of a sudden now 3 million is okay. No, a kebab. No, you ain't getting a kebab anyway.
Come on.
I tell you this. When Pete ate his food. Like you know when someone gets every morsel, he ate the kebab, ate the salad, then used the pita bread to wipe the plate.
Yeah, but I like to enjoy my food.
Yeah, you do. But I'm saying this, I like to enjoy my money. Now my mum's left me some money.
I know, but what's annoying me is that you're not seeing me like family now.
No.
So
Pete.
now I'm annoyed by that.
No, Pete. Hold. Am I in your dad?
I'd be like, you can keep your money then.
No, you wouldn't be like that, Pete.
Well, I would, but to see what you'd say, and then if you said, okay, I'll be like, no, actually, give it back. No, actually, you're not getting it.
No. I think I'll never leave you destitute.
Well, then let me just have what I was rightfully given.
What?
That was the will of your mom.
Okay, let me be honest. Would you mind if your dad left me a chunk of your will? Of the will? Be honest. Be honest.
To be honest, no, I wouldn't mind. I'd be confused. But I'd be like, do you know what? Dad probably saw something that I didn't. Maybe that you deserved it. And I think...
If I got an equal amount to you.
I mean, it would hurt, obviously. But I'd be like, well, Luke could do with the money.
No. If I was financially savvy, that's fine. I can go on holiday with this. I can blow this.
No, he didn't want you to go on holiday with it.
No.
You know what I'd say? Keep it, but spend it on the kids.
No. I'm going to go on holiday. I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to...
He didn't want you to do that.
No. He wanted me
No,
to have
I'd be
it.
like, my dad was a gambling addict and you're going to Vegas with that money. You're taking the piss.
That's how he want me to spend it.
No, he wouldn't want... Nah, I'd be like, come on, buy the kids a house or something.
What would you do? What would you do if I did, yeah? I went to Vegas, yeah?
But come on.
And I mean, you stopped speaking, yeah? You said, I'm not talking to you. Like, if you go to Vegas, I'm not talking. I went, no, I'm going.
You wouldn't do that. I know you wouldn't do that.
100,000, yeah? I went there.
Yeah.
100,000. I came back, Pete, there's 5 million.
I'd be like, this is what my dad plan was. He knew you were smart. Yeah. Would you do that? How would you get 5 million?
That's your personality we was talking about on the Patreon episode.
What?
We talked about it on the Patreon episode. You are so negative about things, and then when it turns out, yeah. I knew that was what the plan was. Yeah. I knew all along.
No, when there's a good outcome.
Yeah.
But what I find really hard about the money thing is people that aren't, like, I had this argument with my mum and dad that, like, I don't want anyone, I want to prevent arguments. I want it to be crystal clear so that there's no arguments of people externally trying to dip their fingers in it. Because that's what scumbags do. And my sister is currently with a scumbag.
And this is what I'm saying. The money, there is no ambiguity surrounding my granddad's will. He wrote out clearly who we wanted to have money and who we didn't want to have money.
It needs to be crystal clear.
Yeah. So
mine will be crystal clear.
My mum's upset at him, but sometimes when she gets upset, she directs it at her sister, and I'm like, it's not your sister's fault.
You have to direct it to the living person. There's no point getting married. No point getting annoyed with the ghosts. No point. You can't fight ghosts.
But it's not their fault. They just received it.
It's just not the point. You need to direct it. You need a human to direct that anger at.
Yeah, but I would have said,
no. I'm the same as your mum. I'd want the reaction I want from your sister. I'd want the reaction. Give me what he said when he said, look after me. No, I'd be like, give me that.
It's too
ambiguous. Yes, yeah. I understand, but you left me out to dry.
Yeah, but that's what you wanted.
No, I know, but like if it was my dad and he went crazy, or my mum and dad went crazy, and they were like, we're leaving everything to. Well, to be fair, if they leave everything to my brother that lives at home and stuff, I'd be like, yeah, cool.
Is there everything to your sister that you don't like?
No, because I know who's going to have their penny pension fingers.
But what are you
going
to do if they done that?
Huh?
If they done that, what would you do?
I'd think someone's had an external influence on that.
No. Your dad's living. He's like, no, the will's going to that sister. I'm coherent. There's no problem here. That's what I want.
Is he still alive at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
Yeah, he's like, no, that's what I want. Then he dies.
I'd be like, you got 2 kids in the family and you're doing that? You're giving it to...
Yeah, that's what I want.
I'd be like, what a waste of money. What a great waste of money, man.
So would you try and challenge it later on with your sister?
There's no point. No point. Lost cause. No point.
Yeah, I think... do you know what it is, though? Money is very revealing, though. Money, the way people handle money and react to get about money. Like with you, you're very guarded and tight with your money, yeah? But I would trust any amount of money towards you. Like if I...
We do.
Yeah.
Currently.
If I had 100 million, yeah? Who would I trust?
You trust me with 100 mil?
No, I trust you.
Yeah, I trust you with 100 mil.
I trust you with any amount of money. I'm just trying to think who and other in my life would I trust?
Would you trust anyone?
I wouldn't trust my mum.
No, I wouldn't trust your mum. I wouldn't trust your mum with our money.
No. I can tell you this. My mum. You come back. You come back. You see like something like 93 million, and I'll be like, "Where's the 7 million?" Oh, someone up the road.
If you told me, "Oh, I've given mum a thing," I'd be like, "What are you doing? Why did you do that?"
Yeah.
But you do need someone who's mentally stable to look after money. You
100%.
can't. You wouldn't give it to a child. I wouldn't give it to Mackay.
No, I wouldn't trust him.
No, Mackay would be like, I lost it.
I trust Shem.
Yeah, I trust Shem. I
wouldn't trust Mackay.
No, I wouldn't trust Mackay. I know what would happen. Mackay would be like, oh, I left it in a bag and it's gone now.
Yeah.
No. Come on, Mackay. Come on, man.
And those new trainers came from where?
yeah.
Oh, these. I found them.
But that's not a bad thing. I just think certain people are driven by materialistic things.
I never worry about them stealing.
They wouldn't steal, but he'd get excited and spend it.
Yeah.
Technically, the money's still in the house on him. Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, there's not many people you could trust with a large sum. But you are tight with your money.
Oh, I'm tight.
But I would never think. I'd never think you would. Like that's another.
I'm not a thief.
Do you know another person who I wouldn't trust? The man I formerly knew as my dad. You can't trust people like him.
Yeah. But he, do you reckon he'll make the effort to, obviously got a bit of success and stuff?
Come back. I think he's smarter than that.
Oh, really?
I think he's smarter than that. I think he's smarter than that.
No, but what if he came?
There's no point being around me. Now.
But yeah.
If once because I'm a person. He's the kind of person to tease and things like that.
Yeah.
And now that I've got one up, and I have to have no respect for you. He's similar to me, like with my kids. I demand a certain respect for my kids. Like, we can have a joke and a laugh. Like, I've had it repeat where I thought like my son's overstepping the mark. Like me and Pete were joking, and he's like, "Hey, you're not on our level." Do you know what I mean?
I know. Yeah. But you know but I like that because we can all have a laugh.
No, it's fine.
I know, but you're looking at it from the dad. Respect my friends.
Yeah.
But we have a laugh with the sons.
Like if I was around the man falling as my dad, I'd be like, yeah, fat boy, get me a drink.
Would you?
100%.
Is he fat?
Yeah. I mean, you get me a drink, fat boy.
Would you?
Fat boy. Do you know what I mean? Like I know he's too smart to be like go back around me again.
But it's such a mistake. I think stuff like that drives someone. Like being abandoned.
Yeah.
It drives someone.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? Yeah, it does drive you, but it's a knife's edge, man, because it's so hard to start from scratch with no blueprint, like having somebody there to say to you, listen, we don't do that, or we do this from their experience. Like a parent is someone to pass on their experience. Yeah, I've experienced this already, and I know this is the right thing to do. Now, we have some things that we've got an opinion on, like I don't like that color, or I don't like that taste of that, or that. And that's okay for the child to go against that. We've got different opinions, but there's certain things like we talk about choosing money over your family in the long run. In the long run, because that situation in my family with the money, some sisters who will never speak, and one of them passed away unfortunately and never spoke again. Now that's not worth money.
What?
That's you always speak. No. That's not worth the money to me. Like if my kids.
Yeah, but what if like sometimes I do think that when the person's just an utter absolute, then it's just like
no, that's
you
fine.
Go on your way.
No, but that's fine. But what I'm saying is, money. I would hate to see my my son. He always comes to me now. He's like, because remember that one of them's doing an apprenticeship, one of them's at college. Yeah. And on one day they're there together, and he's like, the oldest one comes to me, Dad. I love having him around. Like he's grown up so much. He's like
the younger one says that about the older one.
The older one says that about the younger one.
Oh right, yeah, he enjoys it. Yeah, I've noticed that as well.
Yeah,
I hear him like it's almost like he's now turning into the leader.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, a little bit, because he's like, hey Shem, what you doing?
It's
he goes running to him.
But
Shem will be like...
No, he's very, they're very... No, do you know what's weird? They're both kind of comfortable being isolated.
Yeah.
But they do. And somebody, I was sitting with their mum, and they were talking to us, and he told us a little story. He goes, yeah, at college, they're like, the people will be like, that's the Craig brothers. And I was like, yeah. That's my boys. You know? That's my boys.
Craig brothers.
That's what I mean. But
who? How did you find that? Did you hear it?
Yeah, they was talking. He told me.
Yeah, another one of these little white herrings, these red herrings thrown about the place. How they call us the Craig brothers?
And then when I walk down the street, someone stops me and says, I'm so polite. I'm so polite.
Yeah, I'm so polite.
Imagine none of this was true.
I know. And they've lied to build up their own reputation.
No.
You can't lie to build up your own reputation, though.
No, but I do believe it. But my point is this, yeah.
I would.
Would you? To your dad?
I'd lie to build up my reputation.
What, to your dad?
I wouldn't say it to my dad because my dad wouldn't care.
Your dad wouldn't care about what?
If I said, someone said I'm a really good boy, Dad would be like, what the hell do you want from me?
Really?
Well, he'd just be like, yeah. Like, he wouldn't care. He wouldn't. There'd be no... Dad is the type of person that needs to see something and go, okay, I see what's going on here. Like, when you came into the picture and he met you, and he was like, yeah. Take my hat off to you. Don't know how you did it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, because he did it.
You loved it. I've never seen you not leave a place so quickly.
Yeah, I was hanging
you
around.
stuck around.
Yeah,
you liked listening to my dad blowing smoke up his ass.
Pete's dad was like, I didn't believe in the podcast. I didn't believe in it. Listen, Peter, you listen to whatever Luke says to you. Pete's like, oh, shut up. No, Peter, listen to what I'm saying to you. Whatever Pete says, whatever Luke says, you listen. Luke is the leader. Like that, we both do it, Dad. No, you shut up, you idiot. You idiot. Luke clearly is the leader here. Listen to whatever Luke says, you do what Luke says, okay? Luke, I don't know how you did it, Luke. At the beginning, I thought, well, these idiots. But you made it work, and it's bringing in the money now, isn't it? Bringing in the money. Okay, now I've got these water filters. He's trying to sell me some water filters.
Oh.
No, but anyway, my point is yeah, the blueprint.
What time is it?
Oh, you got to leave in a minute.
Shit, yeah, I gotta go. Gotta go get my son.
Yeah, my point is this. Yeah, it's when it comes to money, I think it should be written in contract. Now, so to answer this guy's dilemma,
can I ask one thing quickly? If something happened to me or you, would you trust me to give 50% to the kids, and would I trust you as well?
Yeah, I believe it.
I reckon you do that, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you'd be like, let's go.
I'll probably give it all.
Why?
It's not no.
Don't give it all.
No. To be honest with you, yeah, it doesn't. The money side of things doesn't really bother me. What bothers me being able to generate money. If I can if I got a windfall of money tomorrow,
yeah,
not like life, never having to work again, but just like a good sum of money,
yeah,
I'd still be worried.
But then what would happen if, say, like, there's say like 10 grand in the bank account, and you're like, okay, there's your 5k, and then like years later, like I don't know, like it goes massive and Netflix buy it and stuff, and would you then go, but then Charlotte and Owen have moved and gone away, would you go looking hard enough to find them?
No, you would have to. No,
how hard would you look?
I'm pretty sure if things started, Charlotte would keep in contact.
No,
hi, just checking in. How's everything going? Yeah. Notice that the money didn't hit my account this month. Sorry, Charlotte, if we can got tied up at the back. Okay, no worries. Because you've been checking the numbers.
Yeah.
And Charlotte likes to get her nose in the business.
Yeah,
checking. And I noticed the royalty checks 17%. No.
But money does ruin relationships, though.
And I do understand. But you know what? I don't value money like that. That's one thing I don't value. Like, I'll never value.
I do though.
A relationship, money over a relationship, a true relationship. Like, you can ask, like, you said something like my kid's mum. My kid's mum will never say like, I never say no to her, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
I don't like her buy. If I have to buy something, I'll buy. Like, I don't. She's with me.
Yeah.
I don't like, but I'll never. Money. What?
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. What were you gonna say before when I interrupted you?
What did you? I don't know what I was gonna. I don't know what I was saying.
Oh, great. They're gonna fucking get on me for that. They're stupid.
No, but I'm just. It's interesting, man. I don't value money. I prefer people because and you know that's another truth. This is another thing about I always expect to make money. Now, if I get to a position where I'm like, I'm never gonna make money.
Oh.
I'm never gonna make money. Like, how would I feel then? Like, you know, like the money comes in.
Yeah.
And it's like 25 grand to say like something, and I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna get to go on holiday. And then Charlotte's like, like.
But I wanted to go on holiday though. It's not a lot.
And after taxes,
you were like, but Charlotte, you're working.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job.
Do you know what I mean? But you got it's principle, man, and that's what I mean. Like, for somehow I found my own. Even though I never had a dad, and my mum's quite weak, I found my own moral code. Do you know what I mean? I found my own morals about how to conduct my life.
I think I'm weirdly the same because my dad was always there. My dad's always been there. My mum's always been there. But I think I formed my own path. I wasn't going down the route my dad set out, which is funnily because Chris Eubank Senior and Chris Eubank Junior sort of thing here, where he wanted me to do that, but I'm like, nah, I'm going to go my path. And I think I took the hard road.
What path did he want you to go? The doctor route?
Academic and...
Yeah, but that isn't an easy path, especially for you. You don't like to work.
Yeah, but if I want to work, I can do it.
I'm going to be honest with you, yeah?
If I want to work, I can do it.
If everybody I know, I think you're the most naturally funny person I've ever met. Yeah, you're probably number one of 3 people I've met.
You've only met 3 people
who I find who fucking make me laugh. Right. Naturally.
I thought you were saying you've only met 3 people in your life. I'm like, I've met more people with you than 3 people.
Yeah, no. I mean that naturally, like people that are not trying to be funny, just having a laugh.
Yeah. But that's about living life. I think that's what life is. It's about enjoying it. Like, I get we're miserable, but you need to have a laugh.
But this is what I mean. But with you, craft, like, there has to be work in order to be a great comedian. That's not just like comedy.
That's not enough. Yeah, no.
Comedy is not just about being funny. There has to be an input, and that's where I think you struggle. That's the only place I
struggle with hard work. Like.
You do. No, you don't. You don't if you know what you're doing.
If I know what I'm doing.
If it's systematic and you've got to like stack these blocks up, you can do that. You'll do that. You come back, the blocks are done. You'll do that. But I feel like put these blocks in the order that's best fitting. I've got to masturbate. I'm getting stressed out. That made me to be great. All right, we got to talk about, because Pete came to me with a revelation the other day. We'll talk about it in the next episode about that. Some things getting too much. But we'll talk about it next week.
We'll talk about it next week. But listen, guys,
listen to me.
Oh, can I just say for you lot to buy our merch on our website, www.lukeandpete.com. We got merch here. On one side, you got Luke and Pete Talking Sheet, and on the other side, you got Certified Sheetster University of Luke and Pete. And we got t-shirts there as well. So go and check out our website.
With the same logo.
With the same logo as that there.
So you can have your t-shirt, you can have your coffee in a mug with a matching t-shirt.
Yeah, and
rep your boys.
Yeah, rep your boys. So go over to www.lukeandpete.com and sign up there. And you can also sign up and put in your information so you can hear about our first live shows we're doing. We're going on tour soon. So you'll be the first to hear if you sign up there. Also, we've had a number of people asking about, too many people asking, can you promote this? Can you promote that? And all these GoFundMe pages. There's too many people asking, so we can't actually do it because it would just be an endless thing. And if one person gets it, then another person gets it. So I'll just address that now. We can't do that.
Okay. We want to shout out Momos with the camera.
Oh, shout out to Momos with the camera.
He made us, we're going to get the models. He sent us a model all the way from America.
Them little bobbleheads. He all the way from America. He's in Chicago.
Thank you, Momos.
Thank you, Momos with the camera.
You've been there from day one as well. So thank you, brother.
Dennis, we love you, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
And he has been supporting us since day one.
He has.
And he did get a bit annoyed. We've never shouted him out again because we used to always shout him out. But now we're shouting him out.
Momos with the camera.
And he sent us something. This is what I love about our Sheetsters. He's not doing, he didn't have a job for a while. He got us that made. And because of Trump, they had to do these paying
the tariffs.
Tariffs to get into the country. You have to pay now when you send import tariffs. And he paid it for us. We didn't even need it. So thank you, Momos with the camera.
Listen, guys, if you're listening on Spotify If you're on YouTube, please hit that follow button.
Hit the follow button.
It helps us tremendously. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, whatever app you're on.
And the bell. Press the bell.
Yeah, press the reminders. Whatever app you're on, click follow, leave a comment, and give us a review. And you're helping us out massively. And we love all of you tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. Even the ones we take the piss out of. We do love you.
We do. All right, but listen, we'll crack on. Guys, we'll see you soon. This has been Luke and Pete.
Talking shit.
Take care, guys.
See you later, guys.